What's up? We're back to riding the Soo Line out here in Minnesota. We're heading back to the car now. Posted some videos riding all the knockoff loop things, all the off-road stuff, out as far as I went on it at least, and now I'm just cruising on my back. See a big lake over there on the other side. It's super pretty. I'm riding in the middle of a day on a weekday, so not many people out here, which is pretty nice. That's what I like when I ride. I don't like a lot of other people around. Yeah, you can check out the other videos. Some of them are motovlogs talking about Jesus. Some of them are just straight videos of me riding around. So pick whatever you want. But yeah, they're out there. So I'm just gonna be quiet and you guys can enjoy the riding. Watch out, little mice. Side by side up here we're passing. It's always weird, people just in the side by sides out here just driving up and down it. They've always got a wife that seems unamused next to them, which is hilarious. They're like, my husband's driving this thing through giant mud pits. This line runs from, if I'm not wrong, St. Cloud to Duluth area. Super neat. It's good for just cruising, you know, on gravel. It's almost like a gravel road you can ride all your toys on, and then they have all kinds of neat little branch off riding areas. Some are like single track, like I just got off of, and then some are like more intermediate maybe, or like side by sides. But for a dirt bike, all this is a breeze. The only thing gets old is on some of the roads and things they use on this thing will have like pretty big gravel, and on some of that big gravel it gets kind of rough. I think it's old. We'll go ride through that little town. Hopefully this guy doesn't be like, what's he? Alright, not sure what he was doing with his bike, but he's pushing his bike. Might be broken, maybe not, I don't know. Guy did not seem overly pleased. Alright, well I forgot to tell you, we jumped off the Soo Line, so now I am cruising through a town that I do not know. There's lots of traffic. Should I try to beat this truck? Probably not. Into neutral we go. Oh my. Almost could have made it. Should I try it? No, I'll probably not. This is annoying. Super annoying. Should have just stayed on the line. I jumped off. Now I pay the price. Dude, get out of the way. What town is this? Mille. Bungee cording things. Alright, that was our exciting venture through the town. The guy looked at me that was walking in super angry. I'm some kind of criminal. Shout out to Relax Drift Skippers Club. They got a cool little map here on the wall. I'm heading back towards the town I started in, and then I'm gonna ride down to like almost kind of looks like a moto track-ish area. I don't know. But I'm gonna cruise around and look and see. Should I pass him on the bike side? Alright, I'm gonna put a little gap between us. Super beautiful countryside. This is like a super weird path. It goes super far. And they have like a bike trail next to part of it, so you can walk and bike next to it. And then you have ATVs and dirt bikes just like flying past you at like 70 miles an hour. Seems a little odd, but it's kind of neat. The farther up in northern Minnesota you go, there's actually all kinds of stuff to do here. I'm in 6th gear. Jeez Louise. Watch me hit like a giant pothole, handlebar side. Alright, let's not foretell the future of my own death. Look at that, the potholes started showing up now. Talked them into existence myself. It's like there's some other utility quads up there. I don't know what you call those, side-by-sides, utility vehicles. Like, I'm not an expert in them. I've been in one like a few times and they always seem weird to me. It's like a ATV would be way, for farming. I'm sure they're great. You have land, put a snowplow on the front. Up here, unfortunately, that could be useful. I hate snow. Guy's on the wrong side of the road. Wave at him. Awkward. It sounded a little zesty for my liking. We're riding motorcycles. Alright, I'm healed. The other day I was riding and a deer ran straight out of the woods right in front of me, but I was going really slow, so I just kind of stopped and watched him, and it was neat. But now I'm paranoid I'm gonna die, and every time I see the trees rustle like right here, I'm just waiting for a giant T-Rex to shoot out of them because I've watched too much. Ooh, Wakan. Oh, I stopped for gas earlier. I watched too much Jurassic Park. Alright, we're pulling over for a quick break here for a minute, and then I might throw it back on. Alright, well, it's a private land there, but I'm just cruising on another road. Got off the Soho Trail after just a second. And when I last clicked it off, now we're riding down a street that'll connect me to Omnia's off-road vehicle area where I'll go ride. I'm going down some minimum maintenance roads now, or maybe not. Maybe there's that road that was closed. Ooh, what is this? Oh, I'm doing it. Olson Road. No idea what this is, but we'll go look. Doesn't really look like a road. So it's not a road. Dispersed camping. That's not a road I want to try to go down anyways, it looks like. Exploring these forest roads is pretty fun too. Roasting my back tire. It's all those little forest access things, they're not really roads. They're unusual. See, like right about here would be cool to see a bear where I can ride away in safety and not get eaten. Never got to see a bear with my own eyes in Minnesota yet. Odd that they have all those like random roads through there. Probably for fighting forest fires or something, but it's like, who knows? Another random just camping area on the side of the road. My thing is, it's like, how do the bears and the deer just walk through all this brush? Like, I know they don't, live in this maybe, but out in the woods, but it's like, it seems so thick that it would be possible to just live in. It's like in the woods in there, it's less dense, but I'm looking for bears. I want to see one. I would not like to find a mountain lion unless it's just crossing the road. Wolf would be cool. Moose. Elk. I don't think elk, moose are really around here, but he's a little yellow bird. Cool. Big open area. Dispersed be some rubber. Big paved parking area with access to nothing. See, these state forest areas are great. If you're into shooting guns, you can shoot anywhere in them you want. You make safe per se, but the problem is they're so densely wooded, you can't really shoot anywhere because you can't see farther than like 100 yards. Or not even 100 yards. You can't even see more than like 15 yards really in any way. Any which direction. Shout out whatever you want if you find a bear that I didn't see. Screenshot it and comment it. I'm looking. I'm sure my very loud KTM 690 is enticing them to come out and let me gaze upon their terrifyingness. I have seen bears before in Alaska. I got followed by a bear. A big brown or grizzly bear, I can't really tell. It was brown fur and it was huge, but I think it was a black bear. Some black bears can be brown, I guess. So I learned. I was riding an electric mountain bike in Anchorage, followed by a big bear, and then I saw some moose. It's pretty fun. I like Alaska. Oh no! This is odd. Which way shall I go? Straight. That's the answer. But real quick, I'm gonna ride down that way just to look. I always forget this goes on the internet. Say, it could be a crazy place just to camp. If you're homeless and you're real good at like backcountry survival, you could literally just come and live around in these woods. You'd have to eat the berries and live like a wild person. I see a gate. Figured I'd just come see what was up this way. Wow, it's getting cold. Private road. Oh. I could go through there, but I probably won't. Well, we saw what we saw. It's a neat place. I always thought like you're not supposed to shoot within like so many yards of the roads. It's part of shooting in the forest, but like, oh, you could probably set up on one of these dead-end roads like this and shoot a long ways, but you don't really get a great backstop, and I don't know, you can get in trouble. Follow the rules. Nice relaxing cruise area. Bad place to crash, you never be seen again. Alright guys, I don't want to bore you too much, so I'll probably cut the video for real now. You got the bonus time here. If you have a truck, you live in Minnesota, dual sports are amazing up here. My 690 is fantastic. I'm contemplating buying a CRF 300L. So if you guys have any opinions on that, let me know. I would get it for other people to ride, and I'd probably ride it sometimes too, just to, like if I'm just gonna go cruise gravel roads, I'd just take that instead of this to keep this thing lasting longer. I'll put like 100,000 miles on it in a year. Just kidding, I don't do that much, but I ride a lot. Or if you have any other recommendations. I looked at a Triumph Himalaya, I think is what it was, 450. I also just want something really easy that my dad could ride. He's ridden a lot of years, but he's short, so he can't fit on, he rides this and he has to like pull up to a big curb to stop. Big owl or something. I don't know what that is. Looks like an owl. Alright guys, check out my other videos. I talk about Jesus. Give it a try. I have amazing riding videos on there, so listen, go for the riding and just listen to it, see if it helps you. Alright, I'll see you guys. I'm gonna cut it here because I'm almost to the other place. What's up guys? We are out here riding around the Mille, I think, off-road area. Who the heck, I want to know, is riding over all these rocks? Like, these are as tall, they're like 5 feet tall boulders. What the fudge nuggets? Like giant mud pits. Some of this is a bit much for like this I could see, you know, this isn't that crazy. Those giant rocks and like, what are these tires doing and all this? I don't know. Some of that's pretty wild stuff, but never even been here, didn't even plan on going here, just saw this was near my route today, so I figured we go try it out and see where these back trails take us. As long as they are not going to be underwater muddy like this, I'll give them a try, but they look this bad already, I may not even try this. And look at that, that's crazy. I can't even get out of here. Ugh. Alright, like how am I supposed to ride through that? That's even this in here is like way too soft. Whew. Well, geez, not looking overly promising here. I'm also riding a 2021 KTM 690 enduro. So, oh, that was real deep. Jeez, lob. My peanuts, way deeper than I expected. Why is there just a giant hole in the ground? This is a weird place. So yeah, never been here. Thought I'd try it out, and I'm not overly impressed, to be honest. Like, look at that. The trail is that even a trail? Gosh, this place is underwater right now. Alright. Yeah, if these trails are just pure water like that, And you guys see me riding them. Especially, you know what? I don't know how deep that is. I don't trust it. Based on my foot just went under the mud there, I'm not about to even try. Call me a wimp. But this isn't an ATV, and I'm not a hillbilly redneck who's trying to go that deep into all this. I'm already slipping and sliding around the mud like crazy here. Like, look at the trail. It's just underwater. If you had like one of those mudding ATVs, this would probably be cool, but this looks terrible, to be honest. So one last little thing here I'll try. Yeah, so this is not a boat, in case you were wondering. There's the trail. Complete water. Completely underwater. Even all this is underwater. I'll come play with this stuff, see if I can do any of it. Make it worthwhile. Yeah, not about to try that one. Alright, not gonna try that one. This one I could probably do this. What is this, just a big mud pit? And the thing is, this mud is deep. Like, one of those things I went through, super deep mud. Like, look at that. It's just got huge holes of mud. What is all this? God. Alright, this place, I don't even know what the point of this place is here. I'll be dead honest. This is terrible. Alright, peacing out of here. I'll go ahead and say, I bet these are amazing trails, and then people rode them when it was super muddy, and it just ruined it. Unfortunate for us. Us being people on dirt bikes. Alright, probably not supposed to be in this area. I'm exploring. Well, that turned out to be a major bust. Sorry guys, I would have thought that would have been pretty fun, but it's literally just underwater. I mean, how you can't even ride there. Even if I was on an ATV, you know, once your engine gets super hot, I don't know, I'm not a fully submerged underwater with like a snorkel type of guy. If that's you, congratulations. And this looks like a driveway, so I won't even mess with it. Wow, disappointing. Well, there's my my experience out here at the Mille place. Disappointing wheelie to go with a disappointing off-road area. Back onto the street we go. Well guys, there it is. The most pointless place I've ever showed up to. So, I don't know, maybe the trails were nice and someone ruined them. Who knows why it's all underwater, but not so great now, so whatever. See ya.